Right, Kickstarter chaps.
Yes.
What are we looking at? Ben, I'll come to you, mate.
Yeah, so one of the biggest Kickstarters of this month has come from the guys at CMON, and this is for Zombicide, but it's not an expansion of the old game. This is Zombicide 2nd Edition.
Ooh, $1 million odd quid, is it?
Yeah.
They're making nearly 11,000 copies of the game.
Yeah. So this is a new take on Zombicide that has been sort of updated, refined, and tweaked and stuff to make it a little bit more playable, a little bit more exciting for people to get stuck into. Because a lot of people really quite enjoyed the original Zombicide, but there was a few quirks here and there, that made it a little bit sort of like odd to play and things like that. But they've sort of tightened all those things up when it comes to the 2nd edition in here that we see. So the new core set comes with a whole bunch of new survivors, a whole bunch of new zombies, tiles, and extra bits and pieces here. And of course, all the gameplay enhancements as well. You can go and download a rulebook, just go and have a look at it if you want. And if you were a fan of the original, you can go and see what's been changed and stuff like that. They've also got a couple of different expansion content elements to this as well. So the first expansion to Zombicide itself is called Washington ZC. I see what they did there, which allows you to go and try and rescue the president and stuff from the White House. Not that you probably want to, rescue the real one, but there you go. And we've also got
Ben.
and we've also got some stuff on the role-playing front as well. So they've actually done an entirely separate game system, which is called the Zombicide role-playing game, which allow you to play as survivors going off on campaigns and trying to survive in the apocalypse, which I thought was very, very cool as well. They have said that none of the actual components from Zombicide are needed at all for you to play the role-playing game. But it just so happens that if you do have them, you can set out some really interesting boards and play some cool stuff on the tabletop if you really want to, which I thought was a really nice thing. And of course, because it's CMON, this game is absolutely jam-packed with plastic models, as you probably have been seeing as you've been scrolling through the Kickstarter page. And yes, they have burst through £1 million, $1 million, whatever you want to say, and they are chugging their way through even more stuff, as this has just over a week left on it in terms of the campaign. So yeah, a lot of stuff to get involved with if you like zombies.
No, there was actually a trailer came out with Danny Trejo doing the outtakes from his ad for it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It was actually really funny because it went through and they say, okay, I'm going to need something to fight with in the apocalypse. Draws a card. What the hell am I going to do with the frying pan?
Damage, that's what I do. Damage. Scroll back up. So you're going back. Scroll up and just stop around the zombies.
Zombies.
So down a wee bit.
All right. So you want
down a bit. There.
40 walkers.
Scroll up. I think you've gone past the ones that I particularly like the look of.
You've got kid survivors and survivors.
Right. So 40 walkers. I actually really like the zombies because the zombies I thought in the first, up a wee bit. Zombies in the first one I thought were a bit boring, a bit run of the mill in the first edition. Were they not?
They were pretty good in the first edition of this. I mean, like they've got a lot more sculpts in this one, even if you are getting multiples of 4 on each of those.
Because I like the zombies. I'm not so fussed on the runners, but then I don't like my zombies.
In her hair.
Where?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And you've got one of them is wearing the end is nigh sign.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't wrong.
No.
Have to give him that.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not so keen on the runners. Is there runners? Obviously, there must be runners in this game then.
Yeah, some zombies are runners, which are just like super fast, charging you down.
Yeah.
You know, I've played the Black Plague version of this game, the medieval one, which is pretty similar to the original, but it's the idea of this game is you're trying to complete your objectives, but you have that constant pressure of the zombies crushing in on you.
Right.
And you trying to beat back the waves so that you can actually do your objective before you get overrun. And they actually did survivor zombie versions in that as well, which was quite cool. I don't know if they've done it for this one.
You're going to have to do a lot of beating on those abominations before they even notice that you're doing it.
Well, the big ones are the abominations at the bottom. The ones above are the fatties.
Oh, the fatties. Right, yes.
Either or.
Either or.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Although I love the guy on the left because he's got like a little IV bag hanging off him.
Oh, that's creepy.
That's a really nice touch.
Justin was talking about the Danny Trejo set. I've just spotted it further down the page, and the set comes with a version of him as a survivor, him as a walker, and also a version of him as an abomination with just machetes stuck in all angles of his body, which I thought was very, very cool. So yeah, some cool stuff coming out for this. Lots and lots of really interesting characters as well.
Yeah, and then you've got the Washington ZC pack has...
Yes.
Hey, they've got a Justin. They have a Justin. I'm happy.
Be the first to die.
So you can go and check out those different videos, and they've talked about what's changed between the new editions and also what they're presenting in the new expansions as well. So there's some really cool videos there if you don't want to do the reading side of things.
Cool. Right. Definitely going to have to check it out.
Yeah.
Gents, I just believe that brings us to the end of the show, but we have some prize winners. People that should go and check if they're winners.
Winner, chicken dinner, yeah.
There is one thing I want to show just before we...
Well, you found something juicy, have you?
I found something funny. The swimmer zombie.
Oh. That's just weird.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's juicy.
I'm impressed his rubber ducky has stayed inflated for so long during the apocalypse.
That's a good point, actually.
Long enough for him to rot.